feels so natural. Whoa, baby, and it feels so natural.
Thoughtful, I hope, silly, and caring. Tonight we're here at the Brightside Tavern Film Festival because Maturing Youth is making its New Jersey premiere, the premiere of its new cut. Tonight we're nominated for 3 awards: Best Film, Best Supporting Actress, Kim Paris, the lovely Sadie, and me for Best Actor. I'm incredibly excited. I could not ask for anything more. This is what all actors dream of achieving, even just a nomination. It's so incredible. Borderline, I was shocked when I found out. I mean, I grew up watching films with him and like some of the other actors in that movie, so watching A Bronx Tale and seeing Chaz Palminteri, and then knowing that I'm mentioned in the same breath as him is just like, it kind of made me blush a little bit, you know? So it's really exciting to share that with friends and family. It gives me the feeling that no matter what, I'm on the right path. And I'm also a huge fan of Lainey Kazan, and like knowing that she's in one of the films in this festival, it's just so exciting. It's gonna sound so trite, but it really, like many films, or like many great stories, it's about love. It's about taking responsibility and then pouring that love and hard work and responsibility into those who you care about. Maturing Youth is basically a coming-of-age tale of a guy who really begins as a kind of a lazy do-nothing who wants nothing to do with responsibility, and everything that he dislikes is thrust upon him. So he has to deal with fatherhood and with dealing with the consequences of his choices at a young age, and seeing how that can affect not only his life but the lives of those he cares about in the future. So also substance abuse is one of the themes that pops out. He's really not a very healthy person, and that manifests itself in his behavior and his overall health and cleanliness, just the whole picture. I would say thought-provoking, whimsical, and imaginative. Sure. Roger is a bit of a lost soul, irresponsible and stubborn, and it takes a whole lot to really force him out of his comfort zone, but once he does, he sees phenomenal growth. I think Roger just never had anything that forced him to take responsibility. He was babied by his mother, and he basically starts off as a 30-ish year old baby who always gets what he wants, who always gets to enjoy the life of Riley, and then it isn't until his ex-girlfriend shows up with their illegitimate son, surprises him and introduces him to his son, that all of a sudden he realizes, wow, I have to care about something other than myself. He's completely self-centered. So for him to finally have something like another human life to take care of, it's quite eye-opening for him. I actually don't think that Roger's mother abandoned him. She still takes care of him from a distance financially, but I do think that there's a little bit of abandonment issue between Roger and his father, and that theme of fatherhood and of absent parenting is what makes Roger the way he is. And when he eventually, I don't want to give too much away, but when he eventually has experiences a pivotal moment with another character, that's what Dr. Ricard. It's that conversation and also these guys. It's that moment that really forces Roger to see things from another perspective and really reflect on himself as the father that he needs to be to his son, Junior. Hardworking. I'm starting all these with double words. She's incredibly hardworking, deep, like emotionally deep and thorough with her work. I'm gonna give you more than 3 words. Screw the rules. She was like such a pleasure to work with. We met outside of the rehearsals that we had for like the official rehearsals. We met just to craft our backgrounds as characters and to get to know each other, because like getting to know each other in real life really helped our on-screen chemistry. Oh my goodness. It's actually, now it's been almost 2 years to the day, so I really have to think about it, but the one that stands out the most is probably when we were filming the scene where there's a scene where I have to chase our son around the living room. And I must have legitimately fallen on my knees about 20 or so times without exaggeration. So when I say that we really poured blood, sweat, and tears into this film, I'm not exaggerating. There was blood.
I'm sure you did.
And a lot of sweat. There were also like plenty of moments where I just like, someone would yell cut and I would rip that robe right off because I was sweating like a beast under there. I'm a sweaty guy, so like, what are you gonna do? But it was kind of a running joke on set. Well, I guess the most personal thing is that my parent, just like Roger's mother, my mother now lives in Florida. So it's a bit of a long distance mommy and me thing. But other than that, Roger and I are complete opposites. I'm happy to say, just because he is such a rough around the edges kind of guy, and I'm not trying to sing my own praises or anything, but I really had to go kind of far to find him. It took a while to really figure out what makes him tick, because he's so foreign to me on the inside. I think audiences need to see this film to really see what happens if you don't have those parent figures in your life. And this film, I'm hoping, really sheds a light on that, and how your relationship with your son or daughter can, it's going to sound so obvious, but it completely changes their life. How you start off as a child can completely put you on the right track or derail you forever. And I'm hoping that when audiences see that, they realize that every action has consequences, good or bad. And then, of course, like I mentioned earlier, there are substance abuse issues and abandonment issues, and hardworking versus laziness, that type of thing. So what I'm really hoping is that people walk away from this film feeling inspired to do better by the people that they care about. Oh, definitely. First and foremost, Chase Michael Pallanti, our incredible producer, for producing this film. Devani Simon for writing and directing it. The whole cast. We have Kim Paris here tonight. Terry, Darlene, Rael, Josh, the wonderful Josh. Just like everyone who worked on this film. The entire crew was incredible. Everything was seamless for the 3 days of filming that we had. And then I could not end this without thanking my own parents. They've given me everything. Every opportunity that I've had is because of them. So I just love my mom and dad so much. And doing a film like this makes it all the more meaningful. So thanks.
Hey.
So thanks, Mom and Dad.